Right then guys, quick training video for you coming to you today, based on a couple of comments that I received yesterday from a couple of clients, and I think this is really important we address this, and I share this video with you to help you understand what to do when your results start to stall. Okay, so inevitably down the line your results are going to start to stall with the progress in your fitness, with your weight loss, with your fat loss, with your muscle gain, with your strength gains, etc. So there's a couple of things I want to cover today. This is a massive topic. This could take an hour or two to discuss. So I want to really give you a brief overview on this whole concept. There are a lot of things revolving around what's stopping your progress from stalling. There's another training video I've done specifically for my dad's group that is about overcoming the mindset issues and the mental roadblocks on how to get over things that are holding you back. I'm willing to share that with you. I'm not going to share it in the group. I will send it personally to you, on the caveat that you understand that two things. Number one, this was aimed at dads, and number two, this video is pretty full on. It leaves no punches held back. If you're looking for an easy solution, if you're looking for excuses, if you're not willing to take 100% responsibility for your life, this video is not for you. Right, so if you want that video, just give me a shout. But let's talk about what's going on. So first of all, we have to understand something called the Einstein principle. The Einstein principle is, simply to paraphrase it, the level of thinking that got you to where you are now is not going to help you overcome the problems that you have now. You need a higher level of thinking. So for example, to sort of like clarify what I mean is, like, if you have an issue right now, a problem, let's say it's your fat loss is stalled, or your weight loss is stalled, what you've done up until now is not enough to take you to the next level. You have to upgrade what you're doing, your mindset and your skill set, to help you get to the next level. In other words, there's got to be some sort of adjustment. Okay, so for example, if let's say, I'm going to use round numbers, let's say you weigh 100 kilograms, okay, and based on that, we gave you a diet of 2,500 calories to lose weight. That's high, but this is use this as figures right now. And let's say based off of that, you lost 10 kilos and you're now 90 kilograms. Okay, and you've lost your weight loss is now stalled. You're frustrated, you're pissed off, you've been doing all the training, you're still eating lean, and your weight loss has fluctuated. The problem is, what you've not addressed is the calories that got you to 90 kilograms are not going to get you to 80 kilograms. So we've got to adjust the calories to get you to 80 kilograms. So for example, you might need to drop it to 2,300 or even 2,100 to 2,300 to get you to that. Okay, so there is a calorie adjustment that needs to be made. So you've got to think about variables. There are lots of variables. Now the two main variables that are obvious, and it's kind of like that whole eat more, move less mentality, are calories and activity. Yeah. So in other words, if your weight loss stalls, most personal trainers who don't really know a lot about fitness, or who don't understand the psychology of a client, there are too many of them. They will say, oh well, you just got to drop your calories and up your activity. So increase your cardio, lower your calories. Theoretically, that's going to help you lose weight, but there's two things to understand. There's three things to understand. First of all, number one, there's only so low you can drop your calories before it becomes dangerous, or before it becomes unsustainable, before you become miserable, before you become irritated, etc. And there's only so much you can up your activity before it just becomes too much, time consuming, boring, and detrimental to your health. And the third thing is too much activity and too low calories is going to equal in something called atrophy. Okay, in other words, you're going to start losing muscle mass, and that's not what we want. If muscle mass decreases, if muscle mass goes down, so does your metabolic rate, which means you're going to need even less calories to see a result. So what we need to look at are what other variables are there. So a good personal trainer has what we call a bag of tricks, or a deck of cards. So we have to look at every other variable. This is why I'm so key on something called the minimum effective dose with my clients. Okay, minimum effective dose. I don't want to give you too much too soon. Yeah, a lot of people say, well, why do you start us off in 2 sessions a week, 3 sessions a week? Because if you start stalling, we've got somewhere to go. Adding a 4th session a week at that point is easy. Okay, getting to 5 training sessions a week at that point is easier. Okay, but if you're hammering it 6 days a week, you've got nowhere to take it but up your activity, lower your calories. So you've got to look at all the variables. Okay, so what variables can we look at? Of course, we've got calories. Okay, we've got activity. I'm only going to give you a few because there's so many to cover. We've got sleep. That's a massive one that's overlooked. We can optimize your sleep. We can start looking at supplementation. Okay, we can look at your NEAT. So that's non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So how many steps are you taking? Are you going for walks? Are you active? We can look at stuff like EAT. So that's exercise. That's activity really. EAT is activity. We can look at thermic effect of food. So can we play around with your macros a little bit? We can look at cycling, not the physical activity of cycling, but talk about carb cycling, calorie cycling. There are all these variables we can look at, but basically none of this stuff matters. None of these variables matters if you don't understand one thing. You've got to have facts and data. Okay, facts don't lie, data doesn't lie. All right, humans lie. All right, and I'm just being brutally honest with you. You know me by now. I just say it how it is. Okay, humans lie. So I've tried everything. Have you tried everything? Are you really following the nutrition diet to the way you're saying? Listen, I get this all the time, and please do not take this personally if you think I'm having a dig at you personally. But when I hear I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm eating 1,200 calories a day, or 1,000 calories a day, or 9 calories a day, and I'm still not losing weight. Guys, scientifically, that's inaccurate. Some of you guys understand finances and money. If I've got a surplus of money in my account and there's interest on that account, then the money's going to go up because of compounding, right? It's not going to go down unless someone's stealing from me, or if I'm not actually putting money in my account and I'm in a balance. You know, I'm in credit in my account. So it's the same thing with your calories. You cannot justify the fact that you're not losing weight by saying you're hitting your calories. It just doesn't work like that. So what could be happening, I'm going to really quickly cover this. What could be happening here is if you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and let's just say again, I'm going to use a really hypothetical example of 2,000 calories a day. So 2,000 calories across the day is 14,000 calories across the week to help you lose weight. Okay, now let's say your net calories, including your exercise, so you hit 2,000 on Monday, you go 1,500 on a Tuesday, you go 2,000 on a Thursday, you got a Wednesday, you got 1,800 on a Tuesday, you hit 2,200 on a Friday because you decide to go out and have a little bit of a meal out, or Friday lunchtime, or a drink or whatever. Now Saturday comes along, you decide to have a cheat meal with your family or friends. That bumps you up to 4,000 calories without you even realizing it. Sunday you take it a little bit light and you actually get to 3,500 calories without even realizing it. So just do the maths here. My math is shockingly bad, as you're going to see. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1,700. So 1,700 calories. You wanted 14,000, you got 17,000, you've got 3,000 calories extra. That's why you're not losing weight, okay? There's something creeping into your calories across the week. So don't look at it from a day-to-day basis. Look at it from a week perspective, okay? So, what can we do to help you, right? We can only help you guys, honestly, if you're doing one or two things. Number one, you're telling us the truth. And number two, you present to us data. So what do we need? We need your food diaries. We need to see what you're eating. We need to see your activity. We need to see your sleep patterns. This is why it's so important to track all of this stuff. MyFitnessPal, sleep rate for sleep tracking. If you've got your MyZone belt, start taking your heart rate variability in the morning using Elite HRV so we can see what's happening to you from a stress point of view. Stress is a massive factor. Okay, it's so underlooked. Why is stress such a massive factor? Number one, when you are stressed out, are you going to follow a diet plan? No. Number two, if you're stressed out, is your brain going to want quick energy? Yes, it's going to want quick energy. It's going to go to sugary foods, it's going to go to high carbohydrate foods, high calorific foods just to get the energy because you're stressed out. Number three, when you're stressed out, it's messing around with your internal organs, okay? Not organs, but internal sort of like environment, hormonal environment in your body. You get inflamed, you're not digesting your your food properly. And number 4, your adrenals start to kick in. So you're basically, your adrenals kick in when you're stressed out. You start releasing more catecholamines like adrenaline. Your kidneys are working extra hard to create, you know, your adrenal glands, your kidneys are working extra hard. It's affecting your sleep. Your sleep then has a knock-on effect on your psychology. Your psychology has a knock-on effect on your nutrition and your training, etc. There's so many variables we need to look at, but it all boils down to data. And if you want that video on mindset, then that's going to really help you understand. But you have to understand it again. Only ask me for that video if you're ready for it, yeah? Because what we're talking about are facts and stories in that video, yeah? And I'm going to give you a really brief overview without trying to offend anyone here, but too many of you people are not looking at the facts and you're making up stories, right? And that goes in any area of your life that's not working. Money, relationships, all of these areas, yeah? We tell ourselves stories to justify why things aren't going well. When you look at the facts, when you break it down, and in that video I show you exactly how to break it down using a method where you take your facts and you examine it and then you move it to the next and you research and how to turn it around. Amit's done this process, he's found it very valuable. Okay, so this is potentially why you've stalled losing weight. So again, just to have a recap, it's all about variables. You've got to tell the truth, you've got to have data. Listen, there's a saying that I once heard from a guy called Jesse Elder. It's a saying that stuck with me. If you can measure it, you can change it, okay? You've got to have metrics. If you've got business, for example, right, and you've got money coming in and money going out, you're going to want to do your accounts. If you don't do your accounts, you're not going to know how successful your business is. It's the same with your fitness. If you don't do your accounting on your fitness, on what's going on, what's coming out from a calorie point of view, food point of view, what's happening with all the variables like sleep, like heart rate, all of these things, and I'll show you, I'll teach you, we'll show you and teach you how to do all of these things, okay? It doesn't have to be complicated. With all these apps available, it's very easy to get everything sort of sorted out and understand things and keep things on a spreadsheet. Send the spreadsheets to me so I can have a look at them. You know, some of you guys have stopped, well, I'm going to be brutally honest, all of you guys have stopped sending me your tracking sheets. That's not my thing. I do my tracking sheets on a weekly basis, send it to my coach. I pay my coach money just like you pay us. So I don't know what's stopping you from sending me the tracking sheets. If it's my fault and there's something wrong with tracking sheets, then let me know. If it's too hard for you to do, then let me know. But guys, let us help you, okay? Hopefully this video has helped. Hopefully you understand now why you're stalled, what you potentially could do about it, where we can go. And if you're not sure which way to go, have a chat with us, we'll help you. But again, remember, it's only going to work if you come with us from a foundation of facts and not from a foundation of fiction. And I say that with love, and I say that with utmost respect, because we want the results that we want to help you get the results that you want. All right, so have a great day. Hopefully this video has made some sense to you. Drop me a message if you want that video. Drop me a message if you have any comments about this video. Have a great day. Take care.